Hi there, this is Janie from Janie's Journals. I wanted to show you a little bit of what I'm getting ready to work on. I'm sitting in a different place. The lighting that I had at my craft table is just not working out real good, and I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I have come to my kitchen table to do this one because I needed a kind of a bigger spot. And I have got, and you guys probably do too, all kinds of these scrap pads. I used to scrapbook. This one is a ledger pad. I don't scrapbook as much anymore, but I have some really beautiful paper. And this is mostly cardstock. Well, it's all cardstock here. And I'm going to start using some of these. Here is an everyday craft pad that I have, and it's got text. It's got type, there's music sheets, there's stripes, there's polka dots, all kinds of designs in this paper, and it's really good thick paper. So I found a project that I think I can use a lot of this in. Here's one more to show you. This is called Celebration Tracker, and it is all that really heavy cardstock, and it's just got, see, this one has got, I think you can see that pretty well, it has just a lot of lined paper in it. And I thought, you know, on the back of a tag or even on the front of a tag, that would be good for a journaling spot. And it's got some designs in here. The colors are kind of muted and kind of old looking, which is what I like. So I have decided that I'm going to use up some of this and make things that I need in every junk journal that I make, and that's tags. So I have this big punch. Let me get it. Well, the lighting in here isn't a whole lot better, is it? Okay, how am I going to do this? Let's try this. Okay. You might be able to see that a little bit better now. It is, there it is. It is 3 smallish tags on one punch. And I just took a couple of strips of some of these papers and I started cutting out some of those. And here's the ones that I have. Now the paper is all single-sided, but these have got white behind them, and the other two are craft behind them, so they'll be fine. But I just started punching out a bunch of these little tags here. I can use these, especially these smaller ones, like this. I can use, I've got glue on my finger. I can use these with bulb pens, just ink them and use them with bulb pens. I could glue 2 of these back to back to make a double-sided tag if that's what I need. So I punched out a bunch of those, and then I started to make actual tags, and I thought, you know, instead of making the tags, I was going to just cut them out in these sizes so that I could, if I want to make it a tag, I can make it a tag. If I need it as a journaling spot, I can use it as a journaling spot. And it wouldn't take anything to make tags out of these. So these are the 4 sizes that I have right now. And I also have this, this is another punch. I'll get it where you can see it. There. So this one punches out the tag ears on paper. So you would just stick it in there, punch it, and then you have a tag shape. See that? The lighting in here isn't any better. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you how I did these, which is pretty self-explanatory, but maybe not. Maybe you are a brand new junk journaler and you don't understand how you can take a section of 12 by 12 paper and make all of those sizes. So I'm going to take I'm going to use 3 of these pieces because these are not the thickest ones that I have. And what I was doing is cutting them down, and I was cutting them 2 inches, 3 inches, and 4 inches. Those are my strip sizes. So we're going to start here. We'll do the 2 inches, and then we will do 3 inches, and 4 inches. Trying to keep them straight, but it doesn't even matter really if they're not exact measurements because they're going to be tags. So I have those 3 sizes of strips that I've been starting with. I'll show you what I'm doing with this one. And this one, by the way, winds up being, I think it's a 3-inch piece. And if you wanted to, you could go ahead and make this into journaling cards or tags as well. So the 4-inch strips, I'm cutting at lengthwise at 6 inches. So basically cutting that 12 by 12 paper in half. Just like that. And that's making this size of a card. That can be a journaling card. That could be a tag. That could be the front or the back of a one of those scrap pads that everybody likes to make. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. But these paper pads literally have been sitting in my closet in my scrapbook room for way too long. I mean years too long. So I thought I might as well get them out, cut them up, have them handy and use them. So then the 3-inch strips, I was cutting at 4.5 and 4.5 again, and that leaves this little piece, which I then was turning and cutting it at 1.5 inches. Let me see, what size does that end up being? It should be, it is a 3 by 3, so I'm cutting it at 1.5 inches, like that, and that makes the smaller tags. Okay, and then the 2-inch strips, I was cutting 3 at the length of 4 inches. There we go. And that's how I'm getting the sizes that I have. Just like that. Okay. And then the strips that I have left over, these 3-inch strips, this is what I've been using my big punch for. Now, if you don't have a big punch, maybe you have a smaller tag punch, or maybe you don't have any punches at all, and you could still take these and cut them down into smaller size tags as well. This is just what I was doing. I have the punch. It was sitting in my stash, and I want to use it up. Well, not necessarily use it up, but I want to use it, that's for sure. And that gives me all of these tags out of those few punches. Now, I probably will not do all of the offcuts that way. And this one, I don't know how that worked out. These, I was getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts across there. This one, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. I don't know how. Maybe I didn't space them out as close. But anyway, I've got this piece left over. So what I'm going to do with that is cut it down and have another tag or another whatever I need to make it. So that's what I've been working on. And like I said, these leftover pieces, I probably won't do all of them into tags. Now this one I would cut a different way because the music is one direction. So I would probably cut it like this. And that way the music notes are all straight up. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to finish cutting these out, and I'm going to find some kind of a storage container I can put them in and put them close to my desk. I'm getting ready to start another journal, and I'm definitely going to need tags. And these are very neutral colors, so they'll go with almost anything. And I'm going to finish cutting these out, and then I will come back and show you how I'm going to decorate them. So as I was cutting these up, I realized that this one is made to absolutely make postcards. So I cut these in an odd shape, well, not an odd shape, but a different size, so that I could just use them as postcards or journaling cards. And then this part of the page, I just left it like this so that I can cut these labels out individually. And then also I had pulled these two sheets from the paper pad. See that one? And there's no way to like cut them equally. So what I think I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to cut out the individual images, and like this can be a journaling card. I'll make a strip out of this. I'll cut this out separate, you know, and I may see if I have a hole punch big enough for that. But that's the plan for these now. Okay, I have finished cutting everything up, and I have tags and journal cards galore. It is crazy how many that made. So these are the, I think these were 4x6 cards that I did. And I have all of these. And these are those postcards that I showed you. I just cut out of the one sheet. And those turned out pretty nice too. And so yeah, I've got all of these. I have got in here the rest of my tags slash journal cards. I've got this size, which is the 3x4.5. I have got these, and those are, what size are these? I don't remember. Let's just see. They are 4x2s. And I've got a ton of those. Nice looking little cards. And then these are the smaller ones that you see down in here. So all of these cards I got, and these are some of those offcuts that I was going to use my tag punch on, but I already have so many tags that I decided to just leave these alone. If I need a journal card that's longer or a tag that's longer, I can cut them out of this, because these are still, what are these, 3x12 sizes. So yeah, that's what I got out of all those papers that I cut. I'm pretty pleased with that. I found this old tin, and I just put one of each of the 3 sizes on the front of the tin. My granddaughter, when she was here at Christmas, they drove, and it takes about 16 hours for them to drive home. And she had these as a snack. It's some kind of a mini graham cookies, and she wanted to save this tin for Grandma because she knew that Grandma uses tins in her scrapbook room. So I thought that was just precious. And then the little tags from these that I did cut, I've got all of these tags. I mean, that is a ton. So I'm pretty happy with that. Excited to start using them. And like I said before, most of them are neutral colors, so I'll use them in most anything. And then the pages that I showed you that were going to have to be cut apart individually. This is all of the little bits that I got from those. And it's quite a variety of things. There's some little pieces, and so, and I made a few things to show you what you could do with these, and I'll show you those. I have got, oh, I wanted to show you the tags, a better view of the tags, those little tags from the punches. These are just some of the ones that came out. I love that one with the butterfly. I like the stripes. I like all of them. Even the tiny, tiny ones turned out really cute. This one has got a beautiful little image in it. So, and I just stuck these on there. I can take them off and use them. Okay, now what I made. This is one tag that I made. I used one of those little mini tags up here and just tied it on the top. This is one of the pieces from, where did they go? There they are. Oh, one of the pieces that I used from these and stuck that down there. And then the back side is just book page. I have this one, and the back side of it is that lighter, this lighter green color that you can use for journaling on. I made this one. I like this one a lot. This is one of those bigger cards, one of these size cards, and I just rounded the corners. And then I used on the butterfly, you see this shiny piece here, it is a mica tile. So it is these pieces like this, and they're pretty thick when you get them, but they peel off like this one. See, it peels off, so you can make them as thin or as thick as you want them to be, and they just kind of highlight an area. Okay, so I did that. And then the back side, I used a couple of the cut-offs and stamped on them or whatever. I like that one. Oh, and on this one as well, I used, let me find them. Sorry, I really should have everything together, but I don't, of course. Okay, I used these papers that I had gotten off of Amazon, and I think they're called burnt papers. And I used one of these on the back side of my nature journal as well, and I love those. And that is one of those papers that I used. And then we have this one. And this is actually a couple of tags. This is one of the bigger size that I made into a tag. And then I put a tag in it with a couple of those smaller ones. Now I put this together and I sewed it. And this has got a little paper clip holding it closed. And when you open it, it has a little pad of paper in it. So I thought that turned out really cute. Let's see if I can get this back on there. My eyes are not the best anymore. There we go. And then for this part of my tag, I used one of these cut-offs from where I punched out the tags. You can see here's one here. Well, it would be, whoops, like I had used this section. So I used, this tag, and then that's that medium size, and another larger one, and then this, I put two gentlemen's faces in one small tag. So I like that. And then I also used one of the smaller journal cards for the pocket, to back the pocket. So I think, oh, and the back side of that can be journaled on. So that's just some ideas of what you can do with all of those tag shapes that you have. And here are the, that ledger paper. This is what I got out of all of them. Well, not all of them. This is just a portion of them. So that's it for this video, and I appreciate you stopping. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will catch you guys on the next one.